Hello, Aries, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for April 2023 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards for the overall energy as well for the overall theme for the reading. We'll be diving into a tarot deck that I already have shuffled, and then I have the decks that I'll be using in the extended already shuffled as well. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Aries. In your recent past, you have maintained your childlike spirit with seek beauty. This is really interesting because it feels like the energy of your recent past was the opposite of this. Like, it just feels like there was more darkness than anything. Like, you lost sight of this childlike spirit, and the beauty in your life kind of felt diminished. Like, it feels like this was an energy of getting a lot of this actually taken from you. Like, something kind of took away this energy, and specifically like this. It's not because your childlike spirit, it isn't naive energy. It's energy of exploring the world and being open to possibilities and trusting in the magic, and I feel like you've lost, like, something through your recent past kind of made you lose a lot of that, and I feel like that's led to kind of being very, stuck or feeling very lost. But I feel like you're coming out of it because in your current energy, you have catch your breath with infinite blessings. And I really like this because this is talking about, it's like you've been in recovery mode from this for a while now. Maybe not for a while, but definitely for a little bit. And it's almost like it feels like you're gaining back this, like, that magic. Like, it sounds so cheesy, but it feels like you're gaining back that, like, um the realization that, like, the world is your oyster. Like, I feel like something or someone kind of took your power, made you feel small, made you feel less than what you were, and now it's about kind of realizing that, this world is full of, I mean, infinite blessings, abundant opportunities, and it's like you're starting to see the good again, and I really like that. And then your immediate future, you have illumination, and then gratitude and appreciation. So the way that I'm viewing this energy is it's almost like the return of joy. In a way, it feels like the return of of happiness, and of, like creativity and excitement and possibility. Like, it kind of feels like from darkness to light here. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the work you've been putting into your own healing. So I definitely feel like if you've been doing the work, then this is very much your reading. Now, the overall energy for this reading is know thyself and nourishment. The reason that I say that this is for people who've been doing the work is this is for people who have worked on getting to know themselves and have worked on nourishing themselves. This is for an Aries who has been very attentive to their own needs and to what they feel is going to be the best thing for them, and making the hard decision to move away from things that aren't. So I definitely feel like this is a very empowering reading here. But let's start, Aries, by looking at your recent past. You have seek beauty with maintain your childlike spirit. What was Aries dealing with in their recent past? What was Aries dealing with in their recent past here? Recent past for Aries, please. Recent past for Aries. Ooh, I was going to say it's very specific here. Oof, okay. You've been working through, something didn't go according to your plan, and you've been working through a lot of disappointment in association with that, a lot of sadness and possibly even grief. Because there was something with the devil here, it was something that was very, you did have an attachment to. And I feel like it just feels like this, like, you've been grieving a life or someone or something that you really thought was going to be a part of your world forever. And I feel like it's interesting because also though, through this kind of grief, like it feels like grief. That's really what's coming through. You've been learning a lot about yourself. So there's both kind of the positive and negative of this, right? Like it has been a very painful experience, but I feel like at the same time, it has really it's really it's gotten you to know yourself on a deeper level here. But let's see, more for Aries recent past. I just feel like shuffling again for some reason. More for Aries recent past, please. Recent past for Aries. There it is. So you've been doing a lot of healing of your past. And I feel like your recent past is still healing your past. Like you've been on this healing for a while now because, oh yeah, something. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Like this was a very intense, very painful situation that you've been healing from. So it makes sense. It's like, but I feel like all your healing is starting to pay off. Because I feel like for a while it just kind of felt like you were trapped in this like darkness, trapped in this like pain. Because your recent past isn't the situation that happened. Your recent past is healing from the situation that happened. So you've been healing something that like happened like further back in your past, not just so recently, for a while. And I feel like it's gotten it got very I feel like very daunting. Like I don't know if daunting is the right word. Like very like just it felt like there was no way out. Daunting isn't the word I was looking for. Just it felt like there was no way out. And I feel like you're starting to like see the light, like starting to see the light with this illumination card. Recent past for Aries. The King of Swords with the Six of Swords in reverse. You've been very stuck. You've been very stuck on your past. And I feel like that's actually been very frustrating for you. Because it feels like you can't, it's like you wanted to come out of this and you've been wanting to come out of this for a while, but it's just felt like you can't. It's definitely, it's felt like you've been like trapped in it. I want more on this King of Swords energy because this doesn't feel like you. Could have been dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You definitely don't have to be. Clarifying this King of Swords. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is someone or a group of people that you experienced some sort of like separation from. Like it just feels like it was like loss of community or loss of like support system. Like it feels like there was this huge separation that has been really hard to overcome. And for good reason. I mean, this was a very intense, very, very painful situation. And to you, I feel like you're still, well, I don't know. I feel like you're starting to see the light. Like slowly but surely. It's like hope is kind of returned. And then it's almost like you start to see good again. Because I feel like you've been trapped in this darkness for so long. Current energy for Aries, clarifying, catch your breath with infinite blessings. Current energy for Aries, clarifying, catch your breath with infinite blessings. Oh my goodness, okay. Five of Wands, there's that King of Swords again, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then that same Three of Cups in reverse, and then the Six of Cups in reverse. It's like you've been fighting your way out of this instability for so long, because I feel like this was an energy of like getting the rug ripped out from underneath you, or like I said, like it was like loss of community, loss of stability, loss of like what once made you feel grounded. And I feel like that has been very challenging because it's almost like you've had to you've had to claw your way out of this. Like it's like you like I think of like a really dark like valley that you've had to like literally climb out of, like a mountain that you've had to like climb to get out of this valley. Like that's what I'm seeing here. And it's interesting because where was it that I saw that rainbow? Right here. You have this rainbow looking thing around the moon. And then you have this, like the colors of the rainbow here. Like neither of them are actual rainbows, but it's just like this energy of like, the beauty after the storm. Like that's what I'm feeling. It's like finally seeing the beauty after the storm. And I mean, you deserve that because I feel like it's been such a freaking long time coming because yeah, you've been fighting with this energy for, I mean, this could be like a lifetimes kind of thing because it feels like it's been a long time. Current energy here for Aries. And it doesn't have to be. Remember to take it as it resonates. This is a general reading. Current energy here for Aries, please. Current energy for Aries. Yeah, see, you're frustrated because you've been working on healing. You've been doing the work. You have the Star and the Eight of Pentacles. You have been doing the work. But it just feels like you're frustrated because it feels like you're not moving forward. It feels like things just continue to stay in the same place. And I feel like you're still kind of dealing with that energy, but yet at the same time, it's like every step you are able to take forward, it's like you don't see how much progress you have actually made. Because yeah, you've been doing the work, but there's this frustration. It's like you're like, why can't I just get away from this? And I feel like this whole period, it's just been like, this whole period in your life has been so very, very necessary because it's almost like allowed you to come back to yourself in a way. Current energy for Aries. Current energy for Aries, please. This is this need to regain that. This is literally like that need to regain that childlike spirit. The Page of Swords in reverse is kind of the loss of that, like that, like you think of like when you're a little kid who's had it, who's had it good. They, you ask them what they want to be, and they're like, oh, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a, this. And what they have in mind is like they could be anything, right? That's what we tell them. We tell kids, you can be anything you want to be. But then as they grow up, the world then places their own limiting beliefs on them, and it goes from you can be anything to you can be anything as long as it fits in this little box, right? And it feels like you've kind of put yourself in this box of like, this is all there is, or this is all I'm capable of, or this is all that's possible. And this is about kind of breaking out of that box and realizing that there's so much more available to you in terms of experience and life and opportunity. And it allows you to kind of like, it's almost like it breaks you open more than even the person you were before this experience happened. So it still makes what you've been through worth it, even if it's been painful. Immediate future for Aries, clarifying gratitude and appreciation with illumination. It's like starting to see the light here. Immediate future for Aries, clarifying gratitude and appreciation and illumination. The return of the light. Immediate future for Aries. The Hermit, the Judgment in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. Like I see, okay, so this Hermit here, right? This is kind of illumination. It's like illumination in the dark, right? Like he's got a like a lamp here. He's holding out in front of him. It's like, it's almost like starting to, like you've been walking through the darkness without this. You haven't had this. You haven't had this lamp. It's like you've been walking through the darkness without this light, and it's almost like this light, like it starts to flicker, and you're like, oh my gosh, that would really help if I had some light to see through this. And it's almost like your immediate future is the return. It's like the return of the light. Now, it's not light outside yet, and it's not everything is perfectly clear, but you're able to see, at least, like you haven't even been able to see like 2 feet ahead of you. And now at least you're able to see a few feet ahead of you. Like it's starting to appear. The path forward, or the hope, or whatever it is that you're needing, you're needing. It's almost like, yeah, the return of the light. And that allows you to start to see. It's like, instead of like being blindfolded, like it's like the blindfold like slowly starts to come off. You can start seeing through your blindfold. Like it allows you to kind of to move forward, because you have been very stuck. You've been stuck in this darkness, and you haven't had a lot of guidance. You haven't had a lot of tools in order to get yourself out of it. And I feel like your immediate future is the return of like the help to kind of work through it. Immediate future here for Aries. Yeah, you've been very hopeless, because it's like you've been stuck in this hopeless because there's been so much unknown. Like so much has been hidden from you, and so much has been very it's just been dark. Like it's like what I'm picturing is just like you stuck in this darkness. And it's like you've lost so much hope, but this feels like the return of a little bit of hope. And that then kind of like it allows you to keep pushing forward. And then the more that you keep pushing forward, the brighter that lamp gets. Can you get clarity on this message? It's the Artist in reverse with the High Priestess and the Fool. It is. It really is a new beginning. And it almost makes, it's like with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like you start to see maybe why everything had to happen, or you start to make peace with it. It's like you start to make peace with what has happened instead of just feeling so weighed down by it. You start to make peace with it. And I feel like that it brings you back to yourself. It brings you back to like this new it allows you to step into a new beginning, because it's almost like you've been so afraid to step into a new beginning, because not even afraid, like you've just felt incapable because you've been so trapped in it. And like if you see, it's like in this, it's like, yeah, like in this card, like the sun starts poking out from behind the clouds here. One more for Aries immediate future, please. Immediate future for Aries, please. I want to clarify this. 4 of Pentacles in reverse with the 10 of Swords in reverse. Clarifying this 4 of Pentacles in reverse with the 10 of Swords in reverse for Aries immediate future, please. Okay. It's like a path opens up, because this is the energy you've been stuck in. You've been feeling very unstable. You've been healing, but you've been healing like it's like you haven't felt stable. You haven't felt secure. You haven't felt grounded. And I feel like, and then you have this 8 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. The reason I wanted to clarify is this didn't feel like it was in your immediate future. This feels like kind of more what was going on in your past. And it's like, then it like opens up this path with the 2 of Wands to allow what you want to come towards you with the 8 of Wands and then this 9 of Pentacles. It's like this path opens up. Or like it's always been there, but now you can see it. Because you have your lamp now. So it's good. It is good. I feel like it's like, you know, life is a pretty tricky balance between, this sounds, you know, like, again, cheesy. Try not to sound too cheesy in my readings, but you know, I don't want to say too many cliches, but you know, life is that tricky balance between like holding on and letting go. It's like you got to hold on to the faith and the belief that you are moving forward in the right direction, and you've got to let go of all of the beliefs that keep you from, you know, truly being able to hold on to that belief. It really is like that balance of like, okay, I'm leaving this behind and I'm stepping into a new beginning. I'm holding on to the hope of this new beginning, and I'm letting go of all of the pain of the you know, these endings and the things that haven't gone my way. And so yeah, this is like the light returns. And I like it. All right, we are going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to clarify these messages and jump into the advice here. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. It does mean the absolute world to me. I do hope that this reading resonated with you in a way that you are needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Aries.